This is for the ones who said we will make it. This is for the ones who said we will make it. This is for the ones who said we will make it. This is for the ones who said we will make it. This is for the ones who said we will make it. This is for the ones who said we will make it. This is for the ones who said we will make it. This is for the ones who said we will make it. This is for the ones who said we will make it. This is for the ones who said we will make it. This is for the ones who said we will make it. This is for the ones who said we will make it. This is for the ones who said we will make it. This is for the ones who said we will make it. This is for the ones who said we will make it. This is for the ones who said we will make it. This is for the ones who said we will make it. This is for the ones who said we will make it. This is for the ones who said we will make it. This is for the ones who said we will make it. This is for the ones who said we will make it. This is for the ones who said we will make it. This is for the ones who said we will make it.
What's good, world? What's good with y'all, man? We are back in here for another episode of the wonderful Gasmasktribe podcast, TV people, where we like to filter out that bull. And yes, it is a great day. I was thinking of saying, I kind of got stuttered. I don't know if y'all know. I was going to say it was it's a great night. But I wanted to say it was a great day today. You know what I mean? It was very sunny last couple of days, you know what I mean? But anyway, I am your host, Biz, the entertainer. Also, Biz Dirty Harvard. We have a great entertainment logo coming up. I'm going to read all this picture, all the editing stuff gonna look great. It'll be a new thing, people. The Gasmasktribe will come with a new season. Oh, it's gonna be crazy, man. The production is just gonna be great. Also, Zoe's not in today. He had an entanglement. I'm sorry, an engagement. He had he had an engagement. He was dealing with everyone. So yes, he's not in tonight. But we also gonna make it an awesome night. Anyway, we have our awesome, great. Another night, she's gonna be our co-host, and we're gonna see how this turn out, man. Like you've been staying, you know what I mean? Charlotte, everyone, give Charlotte a round of applause, everyone. Yeah. How was your week? How was your week so far?
You know what? It was good, except for that earthquake 4:30 this week.
You know what? My wife didn't tell me about that. She was like, "You been the earthquake? I love the music."
Oh man, here we go.
Look, I'm over here like I got 3 modes, I got 2 laptops, 2 computers. I'm trying to figure out which damn mouse it was to stop it. Anyway, I'm sorry, Charlotte. Go ahead,
you know
baby.
What? We were talking about earthquakes. He said, "Hey, switch that up. Switch that up." That's what he did right there. That's what happened.
Also on the ones and twos, the Mac Daddy of the hour. No.
Mac Daddy. So he done took over where Zoe left off at.
Dr. Phil, everyone.
Hey.
All right. Y'all don't need no audience. I just need the fans. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Y'all hit the hearts. Share this podcast. People, it's going to be a great night. Y'all in store for a great evening. Please share this podcast tonight, the Gasmasktribe podcast, sponsored by Beacon Radio, also pushed and powered by Beacon Radio. This wouldn't be nothing if Beacon Radio didn't exist, so just want to thank Beacon Radio for that also. And because of that, it's a small world in this place that we live in. It's a very, very small world. And I had to bring someone who was very dear to me I was like, this would be a joke if I keep this podcast going and don't bring him. I've been bugging him for a while. He's a great dancer. He's danced for some of the biggest people that we've seen in our neighborhoods today. He's danced for some of the biggest battle stages, big clown battle stages, all the battle realms, battle royal, all of those. And he's like, I would consider him a GOAT. You know, I think he's better than Tommy the Clowns if you ask me. But I don't want to put nothing out there. We're gonna talk about
Fuck
that later
that. He
throughout the
better
show.
than Tommy.
Yeah,
Tommy ain't got nothing on him.
No.
Rocco
Hey,
the Clown, everybody.
I've been watching Rocco
League of
forever,
Clowns,
man.
TLOC. TLOC. Yeah. TLOC. Yeah, man.
What we on, man?
So generally, I like to bring off my show. Really, I like to talk about the table talk. So we have what thing we like to kind of found on what today has been going on, and then we like to go into who you are and help people understand who you are. So today, I just kind of want to expound on a little thing. You got a lady, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I got one.
So it's fresh
Okay.
out. It's fresh out the box.
Okay.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, you know, I don't too much give all my,
Your gems out there.
Yeah, I don't put it
Okay,
all out there.
I get you.
But I gotta tip my hat to him because he could have simply said, no comment. Or I got somebody I'm interested in. He said I got a lady.
I got a lady.
That's some grown man shit.
That's some grown man talk. So with the grown man talk, let's just fast forward and say y'all tied the knot, right? And let's say your mom, you go pick up your mom's, and your mom's in the front seat.
Oh yeah, I saw this.
And I just wanted to know, what would you think about that? So what I was trying to finish was, your mom is in the front seat, your wife's outside. She walks up on the car and she has a fit about your mother being in the front seat and would like for her to get in the back so she can get.
So basically, you said
What would you do about
who
that
needs to get
situation?
in the booster seat in the back seat?
Hey, who would you put in the back?
Okay, so honestly, I feel like that shouldn't even be a question.
Right.
Somebody
Exactly.
needs to have the artness, the humbleness, especially your girl, like knowing that that's your mom's, to automatically just. It shouldn't be like even a thought of, oh, he's in the front seat. Let me tell her, all right, she should get out. Like now, it would be different if we pulled up and she was in the back seat. Then yeah, get in the front. But if she's already in the front seat, like
Who? It'd be a different if mom was in the back seat?
yeah, if she's in the
Okay.
back seat already, and then I pulled up and then the front seat open. Okay, yeah, get in the front.
Okay.
But like if my mom in the front seat, like really finna argue about the seat, we all going to the same place.
Right.
So get your ass in the back.
Nah,
No. You tell your wife, like, get her ass in the back.
I shouldn't have to tell her.
Shouldn't have to say
She
It would,
do
it would
that
be a
damn self.
situation if I had to tell her, like,
Yeah.
it would be
It'd
an
be a
issue.
stupid situation.
It would be an issue. Like,
Right.
you really finna sit here and argue with my mom about a seat, like, and we all going to the same place?
We
That
don't-
seat's gonna get here the same time that this seat get here.
Exactly.
That's facts. Well,
Exactly.
Charlotte, you told me that
Yeah.
you've been in a
I've been in a
situation like
situation
that.
like that. So what it was is that sometimes moms like to challenge, the new girl coming in because they want to see if you're strong enough for their son. So
Right.
they're going to test you. They're going to challenge you. They're going to see how much you're willing to fight for him. And showing what she showed, come on now. First of all, you know what? Everybody keeps saying the rule about getting in the front seat. Nah, we're looking at the wrong thing.
Okay.
The thing we're supposed to be looking at is, how often does the mom get in the car?
That's facts.
Let's keep it A1000.
That's
How
facts.
often? So you giving up your seat one time is gonna hurt you?
Go
Oh,
ahead.
sorry, and hurt you so bad to now you fighting with your man. Now he feels some type of way. He don't even want to take you no more. He like, girl, forget the back seat. Go upstairs. Go back home.
And mom's gonna hate you forever.
Forever. No. And on top of that, she's gonna be like, see, I told you she was crazy. See, he defended you all that time. And now you got moms looking right.
That's facts. Another thing is that there was another way they were saying grandmas, like if you got the grandbabies with you, most likely grandmas are most likely going to sit in the back seat with the grandbabies because they love the grandbabies. Not to say if the wife didn't have the kids there, but
Yeah.
in this situation, I feel the wife was totally at fault.
Definitely.
Oh no, of
And
course.
she should have.
Now let me flip this situation
I
around.
was just finna do that.
Now you pull up, right?
Right?
And your mom's is in the back seat. You pulling up to get wifey, and your mom get out the back seat to get in the front seat. Then what do you do?
He's stuck. He got.
I would definitely tell. I think there's a respect factor. Period. Elders should always have the top priority.
Like they should be able to pick.
Yeah,
I think I still would say something to moms
period.
like,
I think it should be respect. Like mom.
Yeah, I would say,
like,
Mom, why you do that, Mom? You being childish right now. Like,
You know what?
for real.
Yeah. All you gotta do is give her.
Well, she just got in the front.
And you know what Mom's gonna say? Mom's gonna say, I don't like her.
That's petty. That's petty.
But now let's switch this. Because if it was a guy, let's just say your wife pulled up with moms in the front seat, whether it's your mom's or his or her mom. The guy gonna get in the back seat. Period. He ain't even gonna go to the front.
Right. Exactly.
It's not even a question.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I mean? My mom's pulled up on me. I was at my mechanic in Hawthorne, and she pulled up and she's like, "What you doing?" I said, "I'm picking up my car," and she was like, "Oh." So she had her male friend in the car with him. He opened the door up when she get in the back seat. But that's how respectful he is.
Right. That's good.
And I was like, I'm not getting in with y'all.
Right.
He's like, oh, you sure? I'm like, yeah, I'm sure. But it's like, men, we don't really care about that.
Yeah, that's not a big factor. Yeah,
you know, and if a woman, our woman, your man walk up to the car and demand a front seat or looking crazy because they're not in the front seat, they got some real problems.
Well, you know, this is a thing. This is a thing, Phil. This is a continuous thing. Like, this is an ongoing situation. Like, there's another Puerto Rican chick who was, with her husband. Oh, yeah. And she was in the backseat, and she was hot.
She was screaming,
that the mom was running. She was like, what? Damn near like, what that bitch? You're like, you know what I mean? Like, going ham. And to me, that's a total disrespect.
But see, and that's a mother, for one, that don't respect her son's relationship or marriage. Any mother.
No. It was the girl. It was the woman.
Yelling
the woman in the backseat.
Oh, she totally disrespectful.
She totally disrespectful. And so to me, I'm saying those things.
Y'all don't beat me up, but she Puerto Rican, so they hot in hot sauce.
Right,
so.
right. So you know what I mean. I just feel like that was a situation that was gone wrong. Also, I didn't want to speak too much on this before we go into the interview, but it's kind of been my little table talk. And generally, I do table talk where I'll give kind of next week's segment. You know what I mean? And this is kind of some of the things I'm going to expound on. There's a big thing on the religious factor, and this is going to be a great segment to kind of sway into to what your brand is really fully about. But I wanted to ask, OG Cuzzo.
Talk to me.
What do you think about these Israelites? Because and I know it's kind of an old topic right now, but the whole Israelite thing and the Jewish factor and the Christianity church. And I know this is kind of a sour subject for people. And I only want to expound on maybe like a couple minutes before we go into the happy stuff. But this is something that I feel that is affecting our community, affecting the culture, affecting the Latin community, Black. You know what I mean? I think it's as a whole, I think something we're not identifying our culture. Like we're not able to know who we are because of these things that are not brought out to the opening. Or just some people just not willing to believe. They just don't care. They just like, to
answer your question, I don't know a whole hell of a lot about the Israelites. When I moved, I've gotten away from the whole Christianity thing. Because Christians just messed that all up. Period. They think they're better than everybody else. I'm more spiritual now. I have a personal relationship with God. Yes, I believe in Jesus Christ, the Holy Spirit, and God.
Which everyone should have who's listening. Yes. Everyone who's listening right now. Amen. Have a personal relationship.
And because, see, for me, here's what I believe. And I started believing this years ago. When you truly seeking God, I don't care what you believe. I don't care what religion it is. God is going to identify himself to you.
Right. That's facts.
And I will not believe God is just walking with the Christians. I'm sorry, you Christian folks. I won't believe that. I believe he's walking with any and everybody that truly believes in him.
Because if anybody did they damn research, I don't want to get into that. I don't want to do that.
I don't know a lot about him.
Leave it alone.
Sometimes I think like the Bible talks about people standing on the corner screaming out religious things, and God gonna say he never knew them. You know what I mean? But what I've learned is God know man's heart. So if they stand on the corner screaming and shouting, and their heart is right with God, who am I to knock them?
You facts.
Yeah.
No, and I'm not gonna knock that, Nope. And I'd say I don't want to tell. I was about to do it. I was about to go into the whole phase of what Christianity is. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it.
Climb out that hole.
I'm gonna do that. We're gonna say that for next week, people.
Don't go down the rabbit hole.
Make sure y'all tell your
he ain't gonna filter out the bullshit on that one.
I ain't gonna. Right now, I can't filter out the bullshit on the Christianity. because I feel like it's gonna touch some people in the wrong way. My grandma probably watches. She'd be like, "You know, God didn't tell you to tell him." So,
I know
grandma,
my uncle
I love
probably
you.
watching too. Ooh,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, just to end it all, like seriously, I don't care what religion it is.
Right.
It is your job to make your relationship personal with God.
Yeah.
Period.
Right.
I don't care what the pastor say, the bishop, the apostle, the minister, Farrakhan, his con, whoever else. If you don't have a personal relationship with God, yeah, all of them. Not one of them got a heaven or hell they can put you in, or a heaven or hell they can keep you out of. Right. So I think we're giving too much credit to the ministers, pastors, apostles, bishops, and we're giving them so much credit we make them into our own gods. You know what I'm saying?
I would like
and we rob God of God.
You know
but
what?
we'll say that for next week, bro.
Well, no, you made a big point. We will. You made a big point. I will. If any pastors are listening, or anybody know any ministers that might think that they can, challenge that theory, please call them in, because we're all about that filter, that bull. And if any pastors or
when you call in, stay on your anointing. I'm just gonna give you the fair warning, because
oh man, you came with the warning label again.
Yeah, you get out of your anointing. You a mere man, mere woman, and I can have at you. I mean, I'm just saying, because I'm just a mere man.
Hey, go ahead, Charlotte.
Okay. So, anyways, of course, the first question has to be, what inspired you to become Rocco the Clown?
If I'm gonna be honest,
no, don't be honest at all, nigga. Do not at all.
Filter out the bull.
I'm gonna lie, girls. I was after girls.
Okay,
really?
And so that's what got girls' attention.
Back in that day and age, girls was on the niggas. I was dancing in clown dancing or whatever.
You really were.
Yeah. So me sitting down like, oh, that's how you get the girls. I'm gonna do a 2-step here and there, and then that on, tired of night.
Nice. And was it also like as a kid, did you like clowns at parties, or was it one of those kind of things, or was it just
I honestly did not dance probably until like
got it. So it saved you. Like it saved you from that lifestyle.
100%.
So let's go into that. Yeah, buddy.
You gonna have
We're gonna go down that street for a little bit, bud.
Check y'all use me as a baby.
Hey, Aaron Lamont, Rocco the Clown. Hey, they giving shout outs. Okay.
That's my boy in the building. Hey,
we out here. We out here. Shut the podcast, everyone.
What's going on?
Shut the
no, can I do a real quick shout out real quick?
No. Go ahead.
Don't matter. I'm taking over the show. Y'all shouldn't have let me here. Y'all shouldn't have invited me here. No. Hey, but for real, like 100%, I gotta give a shout out to my team today, because I was supposed to go do a party today, and I ended up losing a family member. So,
so sorry.
Me being able to just hit my second man in charge, Bashful, and the team stepped up and was able to go on and do the party without me being there. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all for that. And man. I'm sure we're gonna talk about foundation and all that stuff of building the brand. Like it's very important to have you a strong team behind you to be able to support you and also be able to get the work done when I'm not around. So shouts out to my team. Shouts out to the league. I love y'all,
blessings,
man. For real.
That's blessings.
Yes.
Yeah, that's real good. But yeah, man. So in the hood area, like. I wish, me and you, got real close by playing drums, together. True. You already know Rocco played drums, right? To the people that's listening, he got beats, But I didn't know that. I didn't know you ventured off a little bit, in that world. How was that? What was that like in the gang world?
It's like how it is. LA streets, you grow up around it, you end up becoming it if you ain't got nothing else to keep.
Facts. That's facts.
So,
that's the LA lifestyle.
Just being around it, I got sucked into the dumbness, the foolishness and whatnot. Then just like she said, kind of pulled me away to where I wasn't able to be on the block as much. And in the gang life, you want that. Oh, that's whoop to whoop from whoop to whoop. Boy, y'all might want to watch out for that nigga. He
right.
Like that's what you looking for. The girls want the main head. Yeah. So on the flip side, the clowning did the same thing. It had it. Oh, that's whoop. All the girls like him, so it'd be like, yeah, I want him too. So. The clowning gave me the same, same oomph as the gangbanging, but it was just on a positive note.
Were there any tragedies in that?
Definitely. I've lost friends. A major turning point was in Hawthorne, in somebody else's, I said in Hawthorne or whatever. They was going at it with the essays. They pulled up on us. We were sitting outside just chilling. They pulled up on us, and I literally saw a double barrel shotgun come out the window. Like, boy, no. The dude come out.
Right.
Yeah, it is.
Just like that, come out, and then as I'm turning to run, I hear like click, click. in the gun gym. I was little as hell, like Somalian little. I know it would have tore me up. So that right there had me like, dang, man, like, of course I've lost homies or whatever, but that right there had me like, dang, I could have just got my life took for getting in somebody else's hood. That ain't got nothing to do with the hood that I was from or whatever. You know, I would have got they wrath of whatever they done did. So
and that made that direction.
Yeah, it definitely curved me, made me open my eyes a little bit. You know, some people gotta go through that little life situation or some detrimental like that. You know, open their eyes up, like, man, this is real. Like any day, anytime, something like this could happen, and that could be you at the click of a minute, man.
You know, Phil was saying about that too. He really gives us a lot of.
I know Unk's story. I know Unk's story without a doubt. We really got history together, like for real.
So those are definitely great gems that you guys can understand how that was filtered out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But people don't know how you filter. How do you filter out coming from a hard place to a great avenue? Like that's what, and you just said it. You know what I mean? It was those tragedies, those moments that literally said, okay, I think I'm gonna go ahead and dance. You know what I mean?
But you know what though? I can say this, like meeting him when he was younger in his teens, he was always like humble. Right. He was never one of them dudes that came because he used to be at my beauty salon. Yeah. Right. So he never came with the rah-rah. You could tell he was with the business, but he didn't come with the rah-rah because it was like, this is a whole nother atmosphere. I don't have to be so-and-so here. Right. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so, and I remember when Crumpin first came and he was crumping, and he was like the only one who really knew how to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. Right. And everybody else was kind of hating on him. I'm like, because I can't dance, but I can tell you what's hard. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I was like, damn, he hard. You know, so, you know.
Because you two-step?
I two-step. You know what I'm saying? That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Hit the hard button if y'all two-stepping out
there. But get your two-step on, Phil.
He was always solid. Right. You know what I mean? Like, I never heard his name. Like, one time, it was some bullshit going on, but his name got caught up in it, and it wasn't him. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so, that's the. I don't necessarily think. I mean, this is my perspective. It wasn't the shooting or the attempt shooting that changed him. Right. It was the fact that something in his heart was already saying, "I got something better for you." Right. Yes. Right. Which is that personal relationship with God. You know what I mean?
That's facts.
So you know, but it just take different situations to make you see, like, man, I'm cool, and I'm over here. I can go anywhere, and ain't nobody shooting at me. Right. Because when you're a gang member, you limited,
and you still get all the benefits.
Right.
All the benefits when you put something towards positivity. Yeah. Because it's the same energy. Crunk dancing, I used to do it. Man, does it tire you out? But you know what? That same energy that you would be running the streets, put that all in there, and it's the same.
Wait, y'all see she slid that in. You was a crunk dancer.
Yeah.
You was getting cracking.
You know what? I'm gonna be honest. I was a hip hop dancer, so I said, you know what? Whatever gig I get, I want to know everything. So I taught myself all types of dancing. Like, that's another thing that I wanted to get into when we were talking about, you know, like dancing. Is I noticed that a lot of your dancing has stomp in it, which I used to do stomp. I seen that they used to call it the crazy legs. I think that's what it's called, the skate or the crazy legs back in the 80s.
Like breakdance and stuff?
Yes, but except for it's all up on top instead of twirling on the bottom. I seen that. And so when I saw that, I was like, you know what? I did all these different dances. So I think that that's really amazing that you still can dance that way, you know, with all the energy.
Being a dancer, it's kind of bad to put you in area, especially with what we do at a younger age. I was super battling. So to only have one style is like going L&B words. Like,
exactly.
A gang of words. Have a plethora of styles because if somebody comes out with one style, you come out with your style, they come out with another style.
Exactly.
You go back to that same style, it's like, dang, check around. Now they come out with something else.
Like, what you doing next?
Yeah, you got to be able to respond. Like,
oh yeah,
it's definitely, as a dancer, you definitely.
That's crazy. You know what? It's crazy you say that because I can't. I probably know maybe like 10 dances on my finger. But if you said, "Yo, we need a reggae beat, we need a Rasta beat, we need a calypso beat, we need a hip hop beat, we need a country beat," you know what I mean? And you have to understand all types of if you're going to actually do it. Yeah. So that makes sense in so many ways. I think like you hit on right on point. But go ahead.
Yeah. No, and to add to that, what I was also gonna say is when you're a dancer, what I love about beats is that you could dissect them. There's like 5, like you could go slow, fast, and then like, and that's also I noticed that. Like I watched a lot of your guys' videos, so I noticed that. And another thing I wanted to bring up was so Rocco Jr. is your son, right?
Yeah.
So as a parent, because I'm a parent as well, how do you feel when you see him doing what you do?
Because he's better than you.
Hey, I wouldn't say all that if y'all want
I wouldn't say all that. That's a very bold statement right there.
You trying to get a battle between father and son?
No, I'm very like I be on my son's head, and I'm pretty sure he hates it. Like I'm always telling him I'll say my crew in general. Like I don't personally. They probably hate it too. I don't point out all the good stuff that we do. Like we could do a fire job, great job, and they'll be mad at me because I'm gonna go say what we did wrong. Because I've learned like if people constantly just compliment on your good stuff, they'll feel like you okay. Let's fix this negative stuff,
right?
So that way we can better that. Because if you get all this negative stuff out, and you're already doing good, like you'll be superb. So with him, I'm very critical on him. I'm always telling him like, look, you need to work on this. You need to work on this. And even his mom is telling me like, dang, you don't never tell him nothing good. Like, no, I'm gonna tell him he all right, but I'm not finna just pat him on the back all the time. Nah, you gotta
joke.
Get over here and fix this.
You joke. Mike, you better get your ass in there and do the damn
But you see
shit.
how big Mike was?
Do the damn shit, Michael.
Michael was the best.
Do the damn shit, Michael.
For real.
No, but I get it.
And that's something I probably need to work on self. Yeah, like I'm
but he has to be tough.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And look how great he is, because you know what? I know that he probably watches those, but he knows that he's good. See, the thing is that you're pointing out the 2 things he did wrong versus the overall performance, and that's the way we're the parents. We're supposed to fix their mistakes.
Very true.
So I like the fact that that's
Very
good.
True.
So your team, like, no, I don't want to go on team building, but I see how you have. I just want to kind of talk about the young vibe a little bit, and I know you have more questions.
Oh yeah, but I got young vibes too. So go ahead. Yeah,
I wanted this to kind of be a segue to that, but because I see you have a big young following as far as like your staff and the dancers, and I think that is so unique. And I always wonder how or where do you find the talent? Like they're so good.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Okay, so a lot of the dancers that I have right now, they have other clown groups.
So you just snatched them up?
No, they actually.
No, they can't. They
Hey, but look, no, it's a job, bro.
Let me honestly tell you what happened.
Snatch?
When I left from the squad I was with, when I left from there, a lot of people.
Who was you with?
Y'all know I was with Tommy. But don't get it wrong. I came from 2 other groups. I first originally started with just clowning. I went to a group called True Clowns. Then when I left from them, I went to Tommy.
I remember True Clowns.
Yeah.
TRU.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to be a clown dancer too. I used to have like a little tail and shit.
You used to But yeah, after I left them, I went to Tommy. I was with him forever, and then once I left left him, started my own group. A lot of people just ventured and came over. Probably thinking like, okay, Rocco left, let me go try out for him. And a lot of people came and tried out. A lot didn't make it. Some did make it. Being honest, I had to remake a lot of the dancers. The clown world right now is stuck on battling. And doing what we do is more so about entertainment. A lot of people won't understand that.
Ooh, man, we preach.
It's
preach.
It's about entertainment.
Yes.
Hey, I want y'all to understand. I ain't mean to cut you out, Rocco, but hey, man, y'all understand. Real mofos that's like us, we understand entertainment.
Yeah.
And people don't understand that there's a science that when you come to, like, when you step into a different mecca in the aura, there's a science that comes to entertainment. And a lot of y'all just BSing, but we here to filter out that book. Keep on, Rocco.
So a lot of the dancers that came from other groups, I had to give them the ropes. I put them through the ropes as far as training them on what it takes to really be successful in the field and stuff that you look for when you hopping out, when you battling. Like it's different areas that you have to touch when on a birthday party or when you go into the battlefield.
Wow.
At a birthday party, you can't come out just aggressive.
No.
You're scared of kids and they won't want you back to their party. But then when you're on the battlefield, you can come out comical, but then at the same time you need to step into an area where they know you're serious and you're trying to kill them off. So I had to teach them the ropes on a lot of stuff, and that's where we at today now, our group.
That's good.
Wow.
Yeah, no. You know what else I also noticed? I had to bring him up because he was just too cute. But He-Man with his six-pack.
He-Man.
Let me tell you, I got. We call them the baby league. I got four young boys, and they irk my nerves here and there, but they crazy, and it's really amazing to see like they level up. AD, Man, Suave, AD, they all like from the point that they started, like and, they anxious to learn. Like as a kid, how
those
you
are
really
the best. Yes,
they level up is amazing. Like I go back and watch they original hop outs from when they first started with us to the hop outs now. It's like drastically different.
So for people people don't know, they don't know what a hop out is. Explain to them what a hop out is.
When we pull up to the party with the loud music, then we jump out dancing. What I brought to the clown world something very different. Basically, my goal.
Come on, man.
I don't want to don't give the juice, man. But we just here to filter out that bullshit.
Yeah,
So don't. Hey, we just here to filter out that bullshit.
Just give him the short without giving your jewels.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then
everybody
we
gonna
can You can just give the concept. Don't go in depth.
I am very creative. God has given me like visions, and I'm very extremely creative. So what I brought to the clown world was basically like a circus soleil, a circus type feel to the show, where we throwing kids up in the air, like on some cheer stuff. Got them doing this in the air, backflips, flipping off each other, coming out with the little flags, got them juggling and all types of stuff. And it's never been done in the street clown world forever. Never been done. So I brought a whole another feel to the clown world. So it's more entertaining than just dancing. Like that's been done since, and I'm not knocking nobody, so please don't take it like that.
Yeah.
But it's been done since '92. So bring a new feel.
Y'all know Biz. Biz don't.
I'm about to hit him with some questions.
Biz.
Go ahead.
I got a couple of them.
So just trying to bring a whole new feel to the clown world, more entertainment, more eye-catching, more fun for the kids, and still give them that, that hood. We get out, we dance, we boogie, but give them more entertainment, man.
Right.
That's good.
Right.
And especially when you go to kid parties, you're gonna want the kids want to see kids have fun. So I love the fact that you have a whole bunch of kids.
Yeah,
in that group.
It's a handful though. They're a handful.
I ain't gonna lie. What I like is I've always worked with kids, and so what you do is you're like a father hen to them.
Right.
I've known you for a long time, and I know some of the other clown groups, and I remember how there was 15, 20, 25 clowns hopping out and nobody getting paid. You know what I'm saying? All kind of crazy stuff was going on. How did you level up? I mean, because you left a world and created your own world, and that's easy to do. But creating your own world and leveling up, and then to have I don't even like to say fans, but the fans that you have, and to have the amount of staff that you have, and you're able to depend on them when times is rough and you can't make it. How did you level up? Because you came from up under somebody who was completely the opposite of you. So how did you level up?
I would say, so basically, when I left or whatever, hands down.
When you left what?
When I,
We're so bad. We can't with you. He keeps throwing that hook out there. He keeps throwing the hook out there.
This is crazy. But
I'm gonna get it.
He got that vest on. He was ready today. He said, not today.
I was like, hey. No, but when I left from Tom or whatever, like a lot of things that I'm doing right now was ideas that I had brought up to him. And, it got pushed to the side. Maybe he wasn't ready. Or how I look at it now, it's probably God, like, nope, say that for you. Right. It's no questions 100%. When I left, it was God that had me leave.
Okay.
Like, the only reason that I left is
because of God.
Was you there that Sunday? No, you probably wasn't there.
When you left?
When PK. Well, my pastor literally, I had left or whatever, and took time out with Tommy to figure out my life or whatever. Some things was going on, that I didn't personally like. So I took some time off, and I literally went to church, and the pastor prophesied everything that was going on. Hadn't been in church like 2 or 3 months, and the pastor prophesied everything that was going on. and I was finna go back and talk to him, and before I left, before I ended the service, the pastor was like, and God said he's not going to change anything. That right there is like God said no. Like I keep him first. If he said no, I gotta. It's like I'm not gonna argue with that at all. Yeah. So I left, and literally everything that I got prophesied to started happening, like dot for dot.
Right.
So and the guy you're talking about is the guy that I was telling you that was telling me that when you line up with the people that have the same vision like you, that's when same guy we're talking about.
Okay, right.
Okay.
I mean? Which is the truth.
100% legit.
Well, see,
Pastor Kenny's the truth. Yeah, look, they give
I would
shout
say
out
this,
that,
though,
Pastor
you know,
K.
because
We're gonna bring him up here, man.
For real.
Now, I don't want to be like Biz.
Cause you know me, I be like crazy.
So like, okay, like I'm thinking back, way back when we was on Crenshaw, you know, and how there were times, you know, I've always, you know, admired you, especially your dancing, you know, you as a person, and now just seeing you as an adult, like, damn, he's a grown man, you know what I mean? Tell me some of the things that you've learned, because see, I think that we go through something for a reason.
Definitely.
And I think that we have to learn the lesson so we don't repeat the course.
Very true.
You know, and so like years, because there was times where it was like, okay, Rocco can't go with us today. I'm saying, damn, he's one of the hardest dancers. Why he can't go? You know what I mean? And it was favoritism a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And another dude that I like a lot, you know, which was Larry the Clown, you know what I'm saying?
That's our L-boy.
Yes, sir. And he was one of their favorites then, you know. And then I see him some years later, and he's like, screw him. I'm like, man, you know, like, bro, he only owed me $10,000. So, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't mad at him. You learned a lesson.
Who owe you $10,000?
Nigga, Tommy the Clown, nigga, I'll put it out there.
I'm just saying.
He better not say nothing about nothing. Don't make me act like that. I've forgiven him. But
you crazy.
Just that.
Like, anyways, you owe me.
So it's just that, like I was like on the inside but on the outside, looking in. You know what I'm saying? And so like. And you said it, so I really know the answer. You said you put God first. But, like, what was it like in some of those times where things got hard for you? Were you in there, like, let's just say, in your prime?
You said back then or now?
Back then.
Back then? Okay, so back then, you remember Tight Eyes, Lil Tight.
Yes.
You know, that's really been somebody that I grew up with, like, from birth. Like, my mom and his grandma was like this. And we went to church, so we grew up together. Him, who else was with us? Lil Bob, Bug, Cisco. I think our passion for the dancing and love for it, kind of weeded out the not getting paid or whatnot.
Yeah.
It was our passion for it. Now, how I feel God blessed us for that, for all the time that we put in. You know, when Rise came out, we got to travel the world.
Yes.
I have never, and this is crazy, never have I paid to go anywhere, and I've literally been everywhere except for Africa. I turned down. I was scared to go over there. But yeah, that's legit.
Was the day Ebola that scared you?
Let me tell you why. Because I have literally been like everywhere: Australia, New Zealand, Japan, China, like everywhere, Germany, and I had never had to get no shot to go nowhere. So when they was like, "Oh, you want to go to Africa, but you got to get a shot to go there," I'm like, "That means there's something over there that I don't."
Oh, they say you need a shot.
Yeah, to go over there. At that time, I don't know if it's still like that now.
It's still like that.
Time,
it probably was Ebola.
Yeah, so I'm cool. Like that, I ain't never had to get a shot to go anywhere else. So I'm like, no, I'm cool. You can still watch somebody else.
So you need to get an African shot to
no,
go to
you
Africa?
gotta, it's about three shots.
It's a vaccine.
Yeah, it's about
three shots to go to Africa?
Yeah.
I hate needles. And you what? Africa, hey, baby.
He's like, I've been everywhere but Africa, because hold on, wait a minute. You ain't going to shoot nothing up in my arm.
You know what's messed up? That you can go to every other country, right? But you can't go to the country that you're from unless you get 3 shots.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
That's foul.
That's messed up.
Yeah, man, I feel like God blessed us, you know, to be able to travel for everything that we went through, good and bad. Like, I don't, my pastor described it like this, like, everybody want the easy way out.
Right.
Yeah.
We could take working out, for instance, like, Niggas don't want to get up at 5 and 6 in the morning, hit the gym, then go back, go to work, then hit the gym again, 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night, then go to sleep, wake up again early in the morning. Right. They don't want to do that because it's pain and it's like, dang, I'm tired. But then when you see them results down the line, you be like, okay, yeah, it was all worth it. But you have to put in that work, pain, that effort to get to that. And a lot of people don't want to experience that. So I look at it as that. Like back then, we was putting in that work. Like, doing all that, and now God is blessing. Where we got to travel the world. Now I've got my own group. I'm able to do what I want to do, call the shots, do all that, and also help this next generation, help them to not go through what I went through. And I'm not saying everything was bad that I went through.
Definitely not.
At all.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, we did have to go through the ropes, and not just talking about with Tommy, through the dance industry, period.
Right.
People sell dreams like.
Oh, it ain't.
I remember when Walt Disney had y'all for a whole year and did nothing, and then the next year they got a whole bunch of other people doing all y'all dances.
Man, and that's one thing.
Hold on,
bro. Let me shout this out. I gotta be real. Tommy, I gotta shout him out. I gotta give him his credit. He has went through a gang of BS as far as people selling his ideas and all that stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
So I do have to give him that credit. Like he held his ground, and he's still pushing, doing what he's doing. And it's a dog eats dog world. Like the industry is crazy. So you do have to learn your ropes and learn what to do. And it was a learning process.
Right.
They say in the comments it's smallpox shots just to travel to over there. My cousin, I guess my cousin is watching the show. He's saying small, he's Army.
Y'all could get him. I'm cool.
He said, "Forget it."
But that's for me. I didn't, think of it being that crazy because I always thought the dance world they got the cream of the crop because of their job. Wait, I'm just a musician, and you would think musicians and dancers and along with singers, we operate in the same field because we operate kind of on the same things, entertainment. Stage, whatever, if it's whatever type of genre that it is. But what I ended up learning was that a lot of dancers are not paid.
No, not at all.
Like they're really supposed to be paid. Like I was like the numbers that they were telling me. So what I wanted to give to dancers, because in the musician world, that's what we get.
Right.
So I'm thinking in the dancing world, this is like standard.
Yeah.
And they were telling me like, oh no, you're crazy to be paying what?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
like,
no, you'd be surprised.
Definitely.
Even the comedy world.
We don't. Hold on, I can speak about that because I am a comedian, but we don't get paid at a lot of those shows. We're putting in work. We sometimes pay money. We paying $10 to get up on that stage.
What?
Yes.
My bad. I didn't mean to go. I think I kind of threw the system off.
It's okay. You popped in my ear.
I set the whole system. You can't even peek it no more.
Okay, my bad. That messed me up right there.
No,
What?
But yes, it is that bad because you got to put in work first. You got to earn your stripes.
And I feel bad because now I'm like, I've been thinking this whole time, musicians, we need to woo, right? Not knowing go look at the dance world.
There's a lot of people in the entertainment world that don't get paid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like there's people that's on movies that you see as extras.
Yeah.
Right, but
they don't get a dime.
But to see that, Phil, to see that in real life, and when they're on, you put just as much time on the stage as I do. You get what I mean? Like literally, if I'm on stage playing drums the whole time, rapping, singing with, whoop, whoop, and you're coming in intertwining throughout the show, you got to remember certain parts. You got to remember this theatrical part. Like, that's a big ass project. And to not be considerable as a high paid person on a tour where you got a musician, we got to learn material, whatever. But just off the back, our base is higher than a dancer.
So let me tell you
that's
how
not good.
What'd you say? You filter?
Filter out the bullshit.
Okay, so let me tell you how you do that. What I've learned through this dance industry, like you have to build yourself.
Yes.
Make yourself to where they're only looking for you.
Right.
And then you can take or you can say what you want in order to do something. If you don't have that following, that that backing to you, that history that makes people like, oh, I have to have Rocco the Clown. Well, Rocco the Clown costs this much.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
If you're anybody, they can throw you anything.
Right.
So
Yeah.
you have to build your character. You have to build your following. You have to put in that work, as she says, to make it where, you know what? I'm not going to take that. I'm worth more than that. My name is worth more than that. For you to say you have Rocco the Clown dancing behind you, it's going to cost this much. For you to say you have somebody from the League of Clowns dancing for you, it's going to cost a certain amount.
Yes.
I'm not just going to throw my dancers out anywhere because I value them more than that. I'd rather send them to a birthday party and build their repertoire up to where the community wants to see them. So because of what these artists and stuff are looking for, they're looking for the community, the following, the views. That's what they're looking for.
Right.
So if I can build my views up over here, you have no choice. But you can go get a dancer, hooray, hooray. But it's not going to be one of these dancers.
Right.
And these are dancers that's going to get you what you're looking for.
Right.
Exactly.
So that's how you filter out that bull.
Hey, people.
Hey, you heard it.
Ding, 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 ding,
Back to what I was saying, Phil. Like, back in the day, we were building. We were building.
Right.
Now I can, like, I literally, I can go places and be like, okay. As humble as I am, because I don't think I'm bigger or better than nobody. I'm very cool, down to earth, but at the same time, like, people would be like, yeah, man, we got to get him. See if he'll take this much. And I'm not to where I'd be like, and I can't do that. I'm not gonna let nobody just lowball me.
You know, because you know your worth.
But what you're gonna do is you're gonna spread the love.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is my price. Okay, is this what you afford? You got to assess because it's individualized. Okay, I see where they're coming from. They really want this for their kid. Okay, all right, cool.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And so, but at the same time, and I want to go back to something you said. I definitely want to give Tommy a shout because the kids that he had back then that's doing a great job now. He had a lot to do with that.
Definitely.
Right or wrong, good or bad, he had a lot to do with that. So I don't want to take from his image or sound like we tarnishing him.
No, not at all.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's not my thing. You know. But at the same time, he know what it is with me. You know what I mean? So definitely a shout out to him. Keep doing what you're doing. Definitely. But when I look, and I'm an outsider always looking in, and sometimes the outsiders have the best views. You know what I mean? And most of the time.
Yeah.
And so when I look at you and I hear about you and I look at other people who start their clown groups, and I'm like, damn, he lost it. He can't even dance no more. You know what I'm saying? And then I look at some of your videos, I'm like, damn. You know, like, look at this shit. Damn, who is this little, So I'm saying from training grounds, which is where you started with the other 2 or 3 groups, to now. Yeah. You have to go through all that to get to where you are. Because where you come from is what make you who you are.
Exactly.
That's how you know the game.
Yeah.
Not only that, it makes you appreciate it. When you come from something like that, this is what he did. He went ahead, he got the bricks, he built the house. Now he opened up the door and said, kids, come here. And you know what? That's something that we needed because we didn't have very many mentors. You know what we really had? We had grandma watching us while our parents had to go do whatever they had to go do.
That's facts. I wanted to tell you that this is something I want to keep going with this. But people, if you're tuning in, we are with Rocco and we're talking about the legacy of the league, pretty much the League of Clowns. And this is just the whole Rocco legacy of him growing from where he was. And we're up to he's out he's then graduated from all the, we call them fraternities, all the crews that he was in, all the dance groups that he was in. He graduated from there. Now, at this point, we are now at his career of him owning the League of Clowns. So now we just kind of want to expound on that. And on that, I just want to let you know that those people like yourself who said, look, I'm going to take a little, come on, little teenager. You know what I mean? The teenager that can dance, they got talent. People like yourself change a child like a 360. I'm one of those kids. I was telling somebody else that were here that I'm one of those kids that were affected and that was changed because of the people who could get to me better. You know what I mean? And you're that cat. But expound on more the League of Clowns and the culture and how you're able to brand that. And we're going to keep going with Charlie.
Okay, so the League of Clowns. First,
how are we able to brand that?
Okay, so back in the day when we started, me, Lil Tommy, and came up with that as Tommy the Clown.
Okay.
Us 3 came up with that name, start a group. had people hanging with us like, hey, this my boy, this my boy. Then they go on the party saying, you know, they from Tommy the Clown. People booking them to be clowns, and it's not really Tommy the Clown and his crew. It's some of the homies.
So they pretended.
So we
they
end up making up the name T Squad that stood for Tommy's Squad. Like it was our clown squad.
Right.
Yeah.
So then, you know, and that kind of sounded cooler. You know, we was entering like the 2005, 2006, so it sounded a little bit cool. Now that's the name that ended up taking off running. So then when I left there,
This is out of high school now.
Yeah. So, yeah. So when I left there, you know, all the crews end up changing from hip hop clowns. They was calling themselves squads now.
Right.
So when I left there, I was like, hey, man, I don't want to come out with Rocco Squad. I don't want to use a squad. So I was thinking, what sound cool? Like, what's another big organization? Even when I was over there, I came up with the idea of T Squad University.
Oh, that's
I was
dope.
like, university is like a college. You can have everything. So I had put a drummer up underneath us, T Squad University. He was a drummer. I had a keyboardist. I had some artists. I had some singers, and they was all part of T Squad University. So that way, when we do something big, everybody from T Squad University could come be a part of the big show. So when I left, I was like, dang, what's something else that's big? You know, that you know I could use the name. And I was like, baseball, soccer league. A lot of people. Hey, what sound cool though? Like, what would I want to say? Like, if I was a kid, like, hey, man, I'm from the league.
Right.
So that to me, that was like, that sound hard. Like, hey, who you dance for? I dance for the league.
Right.
So then I came up with Rocco and the League of Clowns.
Hey, I dance for the league, homie. Knock your punk hands out.
Let you know.
Yeah, so
if you
that
don't
ended
know,
up.
now you know.
That's how I ended up getting the name Rocco the Clown and the League of Clowns, and things done took off. Like I just had somebody that I was teaching in high school, Mari, aka Clown. My objective is spread out around the world.
Okay.
So I've opened up League of Clowns New Orleans.
Wow.
Okay.
I got a crew out in New Orleans that's getting it going. I got a couple other places that I'm.
Hey, now you're giving out too many gems, cause now all
Well, but what he's giving out
people,
is
he's expanding.
He's
promoting
giving
too.
out. What he's giving out is the jewel of not thinking simple minded or small minded.
Hey, he's franchising that bad boy.
And so and that's beautiful because you know it's amazing how like and I can't say when I seen him when he was young I knew he'd be something. I can't say that, but there's certain people that have a certain characteristics or a certain type of charisma that you know they're good people, and good people go far. But good people is not trying to look at like I'm a celebrity. Good people is building other good people.
You know, it's the weirdest contrast. The weirdest contrast is playing with you, and I know who you are. Like, you know what I mean? As far as, so he's like, you're like me, but in music, right? But you're like, so I sat with you and we played drums together, and you're like, yo, how you do this? Whoop, whoop. So it's weird because I'm helping him become like, you know, a better drummer and kind of understand drums a little bit more, you know what I mean? But asked me to get a dance lesson. I'm probably like the last.
He gonna pass out. He gonna be out of breath and pass out. What's happening? Look at him. He gonna start breathing hard after that.
I'll look constipated and shit.
Look at that face. Why you make that face?
That wouldn't even work right, man. I wouldn't even look right. Anybody can play
you
drums.
didn't look right. What's happening?
Not everybody can dance.
And I can testify
You know
that because
what I
I
mean?
cannot. If I dance two-step too long, I get off beat.
You know what? As long as you got some rhythm, though, you
know what I'm saying? I can lean with it and rock with it, but you know, I'm just saying it's a skill, man. Even like my daughter. And if I'd have known you was here, I'd have told her to stay. That you was coming, I would have told her to stay. You know, when you seen her, she was like 3 years old.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And she choreographed dances at her high school in different places. You know what I'm saying? And she can get out. And she be dancing. I'd be like, okay, look, let me explain something to you. I've been around dancers, and you ain't critiquing your moves. You kind of sloppy with it, but to everybody else it look good. But I've been around y'all, so I'm like, no. If you gonna do something like this with your hands, it got to be on point. It can't be, you know. And she like, Dad, I'm like, look, man, I'm just telling you.
Right.
Right.
You can dance, but you can't dance. You know,
Right.
but
Got it.
that's what we need to hear.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We need to hear not necessarily you screwing up, but listen, you can do that
this
better.
Right.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
And I think that's what you bring and talking to you and remember you. See, I remember the pigtails and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Don't do me.
I know he had the braids and all of that.
The beads. Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
bless him, Lord.
And so, you know,
He had the Snoop Dogg.
you know what I'm saying? So for you to be where you are, man, it's like destiny. You walking in purpose.
Yeah.
You know that what you do is bigger than you.
Definitely.
You know that you're not the orchestrator. You know what I'm saying? And there's so many people, I don't care if you last 50 years in a game. So many people go through a game and they thinking it's me.
Yeah.
I'm doing this.
Toys R Us don't exist no more.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
It was here
What it say? Tricks are for kids, you screwy rabbit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but I really, me personally, I appreciate the fact that you give God his credit.
Yes.
Got to.
You
feel
have
me?
to.
Because that's so important because people looking at you like, ooh, and then you got Philippians, was that 4:3 or 4 something on your shirt? You know what I'm saying?
I can do all things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
you see what I'm
right.
saying? And so, like, you walk around with an honor of badge saying that I have this relationship with God and I ain't ashamed of
Man,
it.
I'm not gonna lie to you. It would be no way that I could do what I do without God.
Absolutely.
Of course.
And just from the people we deal with, dealing with all the kids, and regular life in general. Like, I take on a lot of roles. Like, I think our group is maybe 20. So I have my personal issues. Like I said, I lost somebody today. So taking on that, and I still got to deal with, you know, each individual person in my group situation, their problems. Their parents' problem because their parents have to deal with their kids. So it may be like, hey, my kid ain't acting right, and then I got to get on the kid and kid. No, but my mom, they're like, it's a whole lot. Like, I don't see nobody in this position of heading a group as such as big as mine and doing what we do, being able to make it without God. Like,
Man, hey, see, I don't think people understand the dynamic of what you just said. Now, I know me, I know I kid around, I know I clown a lot, and I might make jokes of things or whatever. But the depths of that, just literally, you're in between the kid and the parent.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You know what I
Absolutely.
mean?
Absolutely. And the parent,
Literally.
and usually the parents is the problem.
Yeah, you know,
I mean,
unfortunately, yes.
Well, I work with kids over 200 a year,
Well,
so I know
You said
90%
over 200 years?
200 kids a year.
I'm playing.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I might be 200.
Yeah.
Might
But
be a
I
vampire
know,
at this moment.
and then you stuck because it's like here's what adults do. We kind of believe adults when it comes to kids, and then the kid tell you the truth, and then you have a certain commitment to the kid, so you have to kind of like, well, wait a minute. I kind of know their mama. And then you can't tell a kid like, yeah, your mama, your daddy, they wrong. They should.
Yeah.
You can't do that because now you're becoming more of on the kid side, and the kid is saying, I won't talk to them. I'm going to talk to you.
Yeah.
The ultimate goal is to plant a seed and nurture it so that kid can have the relationship with the parent.
Right.
Exactly.
And that's
You feel me?
exactly what a
Exactly.
mentor does. And that's the
Exactly.
difference between parents and mentors. See, people always try to sit there and oh no, I'm not trying to be your daddy.
Right.
I'm trying to bring you an environment to where I can make you better, but I also got to let your mom and dad know, hey, this is cool for you.
Absolutely.
Right.
But I don't want to piss them off to where they're like, hey, you can't kick it with him no more.
Right.
You know,
Right.
Gotta have fighting like a middle ground.
Yeah, not Rocco, man. Rocco.
So keep going. My bad. I mean, because I just think that was so dope. The fact that you're in between those. You know what I mean? You're in between the kid and the parent. And so when the parent is like, I need to get my kid to act right, I got to call Rocco.
Yeah.
So why? Because the kid has a performance coming up.
But
Rocco has a couple shows and the kid wants to
that's
go.
good though because it's just like when
Yeah,
a
that's
kid is on a
great.
football team or basketball team,
Right,
they acting up at
exactly.
home. You call a coach, and then when you go to practice, the coach do some extra everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
'cause
You know what I'm saying?
I got it handled to me.
Rocco is a part of the tribe
Right.
that
exactly.
built the village that's raising the
Yeah.
kids.
Exactly. It takes a village.
Yeah,
Takes
Very
a
true,
village.
very
absolutely.
Very true.
Yeah.
It's a
So,
test.
so the team.
What'd you say, Lord? I didn't know you was gonna make me like this. You know.
So the team. Talk about like actually having a team and how that affects your home and your company, the growth. You know what I mean? Just having an effective team.
Like I said earlier, I think it's very, very
How did you do
important
it?
to build a very strong foundation. Having a team that not only believes in your vision or trust you enough to follow you, but like very important part. The reason I say that is because like have a team got different visions. So instead of you guys building towards all over the board, you're trying to go forward and then person back go forward and pulling this person back in. They want to go, but they kind of like, yeah, you're right, but this
distractions.
Yeah. So you
people in your ear.
Yeah, seriously. And this clown world, I'm not gonna lie, this clown world is crazy. Like, oh, it's crazy. It's not like
you see what Rich J said?
Rich J said, he said, kids just need their ass whooping and then send to Rocco. Facts.
Oh man.
So that team building is something crazy because for me, like I understood what you're saying, you know what I mean? It just, you know, you're trying to bring this person up, but then they want to sway this way. But you know, for me, like it's always been a weird thing with building a team. Why? Because even though I am the guy that kind of like the kind of forerunner of everything. And I'll have like, you know, a good group of people that I think is the fit group, you know what I mean? But might not be, you know what I mean? How were you able to stay effective in that? Maybe you could show somebody else how to stay effective.
I would say that's a very hard question because I've been out on my own, 2.5, April will be 3.
Okay.
I feel like God sent something to the group I don't want to say to test me, but it has been people that have came and left. The main group that I started off with is maybe only of them still involved till this day.
That's original.
That's original from the first core.
Wow.
But it's some people, like they say, some people are there for the time that they're supposed to be there for.
Right. Exactly.
I literally had PK tell me, because I was excited when I first started, like, hey man, look, I got this idea, I'm gonna do this, telling the group, like talking to the group, telling them my ideas, like we're gonna do this, then we're gonna do this. They literally told me, like, Rocco, shut up. Like God says, shut your mouth, because somebody around you that is acting like they in your corner, they really not there for you.
They taking notes. Yeah.
And literally within, I want to say, a 2 weeks time frame, that person that I thought was like Ace Boone Coon, had my back, was there for the long ride, was gone. And maybe it was like an eye opener, like, okay, so shut up a little bit. Get you a group that's gonna trust your leadership.
Okay, so before we end, because we gotta go, but before we end this, people, please share this podcast. This is a great podcast. Please share this podcast, Gasmasktribe. And before we end, we would like for Rocco just to kind of, you know what I mean, just kind of show us or give us some. Generally, at the end of the show, I do with people, I like to give the message. So what would you want the people to message? Maybe a message that got conscrewed, maybe a message that there's a rumor. So what do you want to filter out about Rocco and the brand of the League Clowns? And that, and to add to that, people, you gotta hire Rocco.
Yeah,
you guys.
Man, hey, right now.
Hey, check this out, please, people. You know, throughout the week, this podcast is gonna be shared and blah blah blah. So of course, the voice to get out there. But people, please share this podcast. You guys have to contract Rocco. I don't care if you live in Vegas.
Book early because we booking up, like, my whole August is pretty much not even August yet. Yeah, book early.
People.
Yeah, that lets you know he's in demand.
People, Gasmasktribe. Before we get out of here, that's right, cuz Gasmasktribe. That's how we do. So before we get out of here, Rocco, please give the people a message that you want them to live by, something that they can filter out their lives every day.
First and foremost, I'm sure everybody says it, but I really mean this from the heart. Y'all keep God first and keep your relationship with God first. Everybody's human, so like he said, Christians will run you away. At the end of the day, you're human, so like you're expected to fall, but don't let that keep you down. Don't let nobody tell you what you can't do. Afflict them and do you.
They want you to come to Vegas.
Oh yeah, I'm working on some stuff to go back out there. I did a show out there and they've been hitting me ever since. I'm working on some stuff. Trust me, we're gonna be back out there. I might have to start the League of Clowns Las Vegas. That's what I might be doing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Don't tell nobody else. Don't tell nobody else.
We on our way though, for real. And then after that, man, but invest in yourself. Do you? Don't let nobody stop your dreams, man. If you feel like you want to do it, don't let no parent, no sister, brother, cousin, friend. Let nobody tell you what you can't do. Cause I've went through all of that, and me being strong-minded, end up opening doors that I would think never would have been open. And that's coming from parents turning me down, telling me like all types of crazy stuff, getting kicked out, everything, man. But don't let nobody tell you what you can't do.
Parents turned you down?
Oh yeah, parents told me I had to either go to the army or get out their house.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like we went through some stuff back in the day, man.
And then look at you doing videos for YG.
My mom actually
in
ended
Blueface.
Up, oh yeah,
Blueface.
It's a whole lot.
See, hey, see, they didn't know that.
Yo,
they didn't know that. Hey,
we got enough time to talk about that.
We putting y'all out.
That's right.
Y'all go check him out. Gasmasktribe, where we like to filter out that BS. Also, if you want to go check more on the League of Clowns, Rocco, and the whole brand of them, please go check them out on Instagram. Also, you can see them on Blueface video.
Blueface
also,
video.
YG.
And they actually came out with their own song. It was called T-Lock. Is that what it is?
T-Lock. No,
Or
that's
T-Lock?
yeah, we got that too. Shout out to my
They got their own video, so go check it out on YouTube.
So you know, all we play is independent artist music. Mm-hmm. So if you shoot that to us, we'll spin it on our air.
Sure, I got a couple people I could shoot you.
Okay,
yeah, we definitely want that.
See, that's what we all about, people, helping and filtering out that BS. People, thank you so much. Tune in next week. We got Deploy on the
good one. Thank y'all.
And we love you guys so much. Charlie, you want to have something to say to the people?
You got your final thoughts?
You know what? Let me tell you guys something. Be safe. Wear your mask. Pray to God. Catch your blessings, and don't take it for granted or let them pass you up.
I thought you were going to say count to 10. Like wear mask and count to 10. My bad.
Count to 10. Hold your breath.
To the one person that didn't hold their breath when they were counting to 10.
Ah, she got me. Gasmasktribe, people. We out. We love y'all. Take care.
This is for the ones who say we will make it. This is for the ones who say we will take it. Never let you down, you the real reason. This $1 billion smile never came easy. This might be the one, couple label deals. This might give me keep from paying a bitch a meal. And yes, I brought a gang, call us dirty up. $1 billion biz, I'm from California. Oh, that's what you mean, fuck your whole opinion. This is what I bleed, I'm the fucking illest. Buy a couple countries for my little junior. Yeah, this is not a dream, this is how we're living. This is for the team, cause we too legit. This is for the ones that will never quit. Never let them see you throw it all away. Get your money up and flip it, let it increase. I was just a runaway. Working on my craft, be famous one day. Now I got a team running in place. Yeah, it's all cash, ain't no Billy J. This is for the ones who say we will make it. This is for the ones who say we will take it. Never let you down, you the real reason. This $1 billion smile never came easy. This is for the ones who say we will make it. This is for the ones who say we will take it. Never let you down, you the real reason. This $1 billion smile never came easy. My eyes sitting low, smoking on some cake. She rides sitting low, loading up the tank. Ain't man any hater, make him all a race. She ain't got no paper, so there is no case. Payback is a real bitch, I'm an outlaw to the president. Black skin, that's melanin. Yo, girl, love her dick. Ride in my London house, feel good when them tits out. She love to make love outside. This the life that I dream about. Smoke lungs and my lungs high. Gas mask, this west side. Middle finger to the 5-0, 400 years of this black life. Don't matter, my 4-5. Bone thugs in this Tupac. Outcast in this Eminem, yeah, that's the code that I live by. I was just a runaway. Working on my craft, be famous one day. Now I got a team running in place. Yeah, it's all cash, ain't no Billy J. This is for the ones who say we will make it. This is for the ones who say we will take it. Never let you down, you the real reason. This $1 billion smile never came easy. This is for the ones who say we will make it. This is for the ones who say we will take it. Never let you down, you the real reason. This $1 billion smile never came easy. I was just around the way. You know my grab, baby, one day. Now I gotta tell him what it is. Hey, it's all cash, ain't no BJ. I was just around the way. I was just